All right, what's up, guys? Super exciting video here today. I'm gonna run you through it all, but as you guys can see from the title of the video, I have finally secured a payout from Topstep, and man, it feels good. So in this video, I'm gonna go over a few things. I'm gonna go over the payout. I'm gonna go over what I changed in my trading. Did I get any help? Stuff like that. What I'm gonna do with the money, and yeah, pretty much plans for the future. And yeah, all right. So let's get right into it, guys. On what was it? July 25th, 2025, I requested my first payout, and I will show you here now that it's approved and everything. I submitted it on the 20th. Oh yeah, I'm going to go over pretty much the whole funding payout process. I'll put like timestamps so if you want to skip through this, but starting off, July 24th, I submitted a request, and I was thinking about it. In my last video, I talked about it, guys, how I wasn't going to pull any money out until I get this balance to 4,000. And initially, my plans were I was once I got it to 4,000, I was going to pull 2 grand out, and then I was going to have like a fresh $2,000 in my account to use as drawdown. But I changed my mind, and I'll tell you why. So originally, I was thinking I'd pull that out, but then the more I thought about it, once I pull that money out, it'd be like I have 2,000 drawn in, and I'd still have to get those 5 days of 200 plus. I think Topstep actually just changed it to 5 days of 150. But the more I thought about it, I said, from a lot of you guys that were telling me, just pull out money so you could feel it. And I was thinking, so today I had a really, really small trade. It was like a break-even day. But I was thinking about it, and if I pulled, so I got the account up to, I believe it was 2,600 or so, like around there. And when I was at that point, I was thinking I could pull out 850. This account goes down to about 1750 or so, and then I just have to make my risk go down a little bit. Instead of say trading 5 contracts a day, I'll just trade 3 until I could get that 2,000 drawdown back. And once I have the 2,000 drawdown back, I could go back to 5 contracts. And then once that I had that thought that I could pull money out, I could pretty much keep the risk pretty similar and keep this account alive, I said, why not? Let's just pull some money out. Let's feel it. And finally, I wanted to make this video once the payout was approved and the funds were all good. And so yeah, let's go back to this. I submitted the request on July 24th. So that was, oh, okay, sorry. That was Thursday, actually, after I finished up trading that night. And then I didn't want to trade these days just because I didn't want to throw anything off. But the funds were pulled out of the account the same day. So I don't know. I probably could have traded that, but I didn't want to mess with it. Pretty much that same day, nothing really happened. Compliance approved. So 5 days later, I don't really know exactly. The risk was approved July 25th. Okay. And then financing. So it took about, I got the funds actually yesterday. 850 in the Wise account. I don't know now. Normally, I've heard from a lot of people that it usually your first payout takes the longest, and then going forward from there, it'll be like quicker. Like sometimes people get like 1 to 3 days because then once it's set up, like everything's good. I don't know, but yeah. So guys, for my first payout, that really didn't take that long. Oh yeah, there we go. Finalized. It shows everything. 850, and I felt like it was a good number where I can now pull that out. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with it. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna spend it on. I'm probably gonna pull out like $100, $50. Just spend that on myself, do something fun, and then the rest is going back into accounts. I already actually, it wasn't the best idea, but I bought some more. I bought some Apex accounts. They're down a little bit, but I won't even get into that right now. I just want to talk about Topstep. All right, guys. I was gonna show some of the trade recordings that I had, but to be honest, I just looked through them really quick. And there's a lot of recordings here, and I don't really know. It'd take up a lot of time. I don't know if anybody's really interested. I could go over my trades later on, but what I really want to talk about is, one thing is how much I've put into, say, XFAs, combines, activation fees, and I added it all up here. And I definitely am at a point where I have put a decent amount into these combines. So I'm happy that I'm at least pulling something out finally, but I'm currently sitting out $2,614.79. So we definitely have put a lot of money into accounts, and it's finally nice to pull a little bit of money out. I feel like this is where the tides are kind of turning, in a sense, where it's like I've put all this money in, I'm finally feeling it, and now this is the fun part, because you know, for everybody that's down and putting money in, and you feel like you just keep on putting more money in, and then you blow another account, or you feel like it's hard and you're kind of going through it, and it's like you don't see light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I'm here to tell you, once kind of one thing clicks, you start getting a little, having a good month, I feel like things can just happen so quick, and like it's like a snowball effect. You have one good month where you pass an account, you pull out a payout. Now you can copy trade 5 accounts, or however you want to do with your risk, whatever. But before you know it, you could be having a 10K month, and then all that money you put in and all the money you're down just gets wiped out, and you're profiting. So don't get too discouraged, guys. I will not lie. After all these attempts at evals, activation fees, and all this, I was thinking to myself like, oh, this sucks. Like, I just keep putting money in. Is it just going to be an endless hole of just like throwing money in? And am I ever going to pull anything out? But finally, a payout happened, and we still have a lot of money in this account, guys. So, all right. So we have $1,800, and if you guys didn't know, I still have this account as a backup. I did trade that a few times while I was waiting for these funds to get approved, and I am down a little bit on that. I had like small losses. Today was like nothing crazy. Really like nothing crazy. So I won't even really go into that too much. But I want to talk about what I changed in my trading, and did I get any help, stuff like that. And to be honest, guys, I was, if you guys followed, have been following the channel for a little bit, I have been struggling with trading a lot the past few months. Like, I was having a rough time. Like, I was blowing through combines. Then finally, I kind of, all right, so once I understood that when you know, everybody knows that tilt mode that we all go into, it's easy to get into that. And kind of the way I found out to prevent that, truthfully, is if you just don't allow yourself to take trades you shouldn't have. That's like the beginning thing. I realized with myself, whenever I take one trade and it would set me off, and I'd be angry and irritated about that, I'd end up making another mistake. I'd end up trying to revenge it. And then before you know it, you're just not even thinking clearly, and it turns into a mess. So if you could prevent that, you could stop that. And once you just really completely focus on the process, and I know I don't want to be like, just, I feel like everybody just says the same information and just like regurgitates it. Oh, just follow the process. It's true, guys. And I'm not at a point where I feel like I'm like a completely profitable trader. Obviously, I'm still down on combines, but I feel like things are changing slowly. Like, it's nice. We had a $2,600 month. And now I can't pull all that money out, but it's still a $2,600 month. Now imagine like this was 5x of A's copy traded, and that would have been over a 10K month. That's so that's big, guys. But yeah, focusing on the process and really just not allowing, you know, yourself to fall into that mode where you make a trade you shouldn't have, and then that's just a spiral. Number 2, I was trading in, so I'll kind of go back to like my old trading styles. Let me just open up the NQ chart, so my chart is fresh. But my old trading style, if you guys, for those of you that don't know, was I would stick to like trend lines, stuff like that. But a lot of the trading I would do was kind of based off feel. Now, what happened? Okay, I just want to make sure my thing didn't cut out. Now, I trade a more structured like way. I trade way more structurally so that it doesn't have to have so many variables. It's like you see the setup and it works. And I learned this all. Big shout out to Lonnie Trades. I joined Lonnie Trades group like, I want to say a few months ago. Kind of, I will be honest, didn't really take it too serious, and kind of was trading my own thing. But then I'd pop into her because she live trades. I'd pop into her live trading and kind of see what's going on. Maybe I'd like follow, hear what she's saying, but wasn't really. Well, about a month ago, 2 months ago or so, started taking it serious, really reviewed what she taught, and since then, guys, my trading's been so much better. She trades like supply and demand with some other stuff. If you don't know her, what is this? Sorry. If you don't know her, check her out. She is a great trader, guys. She knows what she's doing. She's pulling money out, and it's a huge motivation and inspiration when I see those, because guys, it's crazy with these prop firms. We could literally pull out so much money, and you could do it quick. Like before you know it, you stack accounts. So that's all right. Going into that, I want to talk about that, right? So what's my plans going forward, right? Right now, I have this account where I am currently I'm just trying to grow this thing. I'm gonna see what I could do, but I pulled out that 850. I just bought some more Apex accounts right now, and those I made like a little bit today, but I am down on those. 3 Apex accounts. I'm gonna see with this. To be honest though, guys, I don't really care for Apex too much. I'm thinking of just sticking to Topstep, and very soon, I will be probably purchasing 3 more combines. And now I have like a little bit of this is my risk strategy, right? I am going to try to purchase 3 combines past those. Once I get 5 XFAs total, I'm going to try to trade 3 at a time and then have 2 as backups. So say I fail those 3, I'll have 2 as backups, move on to those, and then I'll have those to trade on while I try to pass another 3 combines. So it's like I always have 2 as backups, and then once I pull out enough money where I feel like I could take them even more aggressively, I'm going to switch over to 5 XFAs, copy trading them, take them with like some slight risk, probably trading like 3 micro NQ positions at a time, 3 contracts, and then just going from there. It is actually a few days later. The video cut out. I didn't realize. Sorry, I'm just letting my dog out. I didn't realize, but I was talking for a while, and my laptop ran out of space. So I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "All right, you know what? I'll clear my laptop a little bit, and then later I'll finish the video." But I got sidetracked. A bunch of stuff happened. The weekend happened, and yeah. But it's cool too, because it's better this way. I could show you how my Ys that went through. I sent that to my bank account, and it showed up. And once that hit, I said, all right, this is perfect. This is time. I ended up buying 3 more combines. And I'm super excited, everybody. We had a nice day today, 450 on the day. That was with 3 micros of NQ, by the way. That was, so you can make money with little money, or with a small contract size. That's micros, 3 micros. But yeah, so we're back at a 2,000 balance. So you know what that means. Back to full size, 5 contracts of MNQ, and we'll be getting some nice payouts, some nice days. Oh, sorry, my dog. I thought my dog wanted to come in. But all right, guys. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I'm not gonna draw it out. I will be trying to get back to the weekly videos showing, the trades I take, stuff like that and everything, but not dragging this one out. I just want to show you guys where I'm at, the progress I've made. I'm feeling a lot better in my trading, and a lot of it, I have to thank Lonnie Trades. She's awesome. I've learned so much from her, and my trading's improved greatly, my discipline, everything. I know though, there's been a few days throughout this month where I kind of went a little bit crazy, like this day, 27 trades, and even the day before that, 17. And you could see on the weeks that I kind of did break my rules and stuff like that it followed 72 trades. This a lot less, and it was good, but yeah. So I bought though 3 combines, and I did take a trade from that today with 5 contracts. Gonna be trying to see what the risk. There's definitely a little bit more. Why is this not showing? Oh, there definitely is a bit more emotion involved. I guess it's like 3 accounts copy trading, but I'm gonna try to keep it, chilled out, not go too heavy. I was gonna just start trading like 10 micros and then copy trading on these, but I'm gonna take them a little bit slower than I normally would on just 1 combine and just see, So yeah, but the backup account, that's still alive. I'm not touching that. I did on accident take a small trade, but I closed out of that. It wasn't on accident, to be honest. I was like, I just took a silly trade. And then I closed it out pretty quick. I said, what am I doing? Let me get out of this. And then I locked out the moment because I said, I'm not touching this account. Oh, so I want to tell everybody my plan really quick. I know I'm rambling a bit, but so game plan right now. I have this funded account. I want to get, another payout on this. So I'm thinking when we could bring this balance back up to, say, 3,000, take a payout out of that, and hopefully by that time, these 3 combines will be passed. I'm okay with if I do end up, say, taking a few losses on these and I do blow them, then I'll just buy more. I have some money from my payout to be able to buy more accounts. But if I could pass these by the time I get this paid out on this account, then I am going to pull $1,000 or so out of this account. I'll have these two, and I'll be copy trading these. I might copy trade 3 accounts and then have 2 as backups, or I might copy trade 2 and have 3 as backups. I didn't decide that yet, but I'll show you guys as that happens, probably in the next few weeks, like what I go about doing that. My thought process was that, though, with that is, and maybe if you guys think differently, let me know, but I feel like it's kind of cool because if I say have 2 accounts I'm copy trading and I have 3 backups, well, or no, I'm sorry, 3 accounts that I'm copy trading, I have 2 backups, and I say, if I have a bad week, say I blow the 3 accounts, I still have 2 fundeds, I start trading on the 2 fundeds, and I start working on 3 more combines or something like that. I'm going to work it out a little bit better, but I just don't feel confident or comfortable copy trading 5 accounts right now. I feel like the more payouts I get, the more money I have in the bank to kind of go through combines a little quicker. I'll feel more confident to do that, but right now, I'm just kind of having like half as backup accounts, half as the main account. Just so I always kind of have a funded, and I'm never on a stage where I'm back to combines. If that makes sense? I don't know. Just in my mind, it made sense. But yeah, so these accounts just had a decent day, and I'm going to try to pass these in, let's say, the week or 2, and we'll go from there. So that's that, guys. I don't want to make this video too much longer than I have to. My dog's barking. Give me 1 second. But I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at and kind of the progress that's being made. And also everything, like the whole process with the payout, how long it took for me with using Wise. It took about 5 days, I think it was. So we did the 24th, got the funds sent on the 29th. And I think that did pop up. I got an email of the 29th. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure that once you get one payout, the next payouts are even faster. That's what I've heard. We'll see. I'll find out the next time. But yeah, guys, it's just super exciting. And although I haven't been making videos as often as I was like previously, I'll be back. I'll be making more videos often. I just had to kind of take some time off, get the mind right. But I do appreciate every single one of you that's been here for the journey. It's cool. Like, you know, you guys are sharing the journey with me and seeing the whole process. So I will be honest, there's been some ups and downs, but I'm excited, and I think it's only up from here, guys. There's obviously going to be bad months, bad weeks, and we getting drawdown, but all it takes is one payout, guys, and everything could start turning around. But with that being said, let's just stay disciplined. Let's keep on fighting, and I'm excited to share my progress going forward. So with that being said, thank you everybody who stayed to the end and watched this far. I appreciate all of you, and I will be catching you guys very, very soon. Peace.